Thank you for tuning in to the Wild Wayne Show. I'm Wild Wayne, and happy 4th of July to you, or as my daughter just announced, happy Freedom from the British Day. I thought it was very appropriate, and I enjoyed it very much. So let's get into the story here today. I just finished an illustration piece, and I popped it up, and it's one of my new favorites, and I hope you like it too. If you're a fan of One Piece, you'll definitely enjoy it. If you like Great Lakes Brewery labels and the beer, you might like it as well, because that's pretty much where it came from. So to start, it was several weeks ago, and my wife and I were invited to go to karaoke with our friend Turner. We enjoy karaoke, drinking, singing, talking, hanging out, just being adults and people. And while we were at this bar, I go to the restroom. Now, there, right above the urinal, as I'm doing my business, at eye level, is a poster for Great Lakes Brewery, Commodore Perry. If you haven't seen it, please Google it. It's a pretty cool illustration, and it's a cool label. I like some of the beer labels now incorporating art into their labels, and I've always enjoyed Great Lakes Brewery. So as I'm looking at this poster doing my business, I start envisioning and imagining, and it just kind of clicks in me that instead of Commodore Perry, King of the Pirates. And who's the King of the Pirates in the One Piece world? That's Monkey D. Luffy. And the two ships in the background, I was like, okay, that's the Going Merry and the Thousand Sunny. And so I had this idea, and I went back out and joined my wife and Turner, and we sat there, and I told him the idea that popped in my head, and I kind of made a note of it so that I wouldn't forget. And we all laughed at it. And instead of Great Lakes Brewery, my wife came up with the idea of Grand Line Brewery, because it all takes place in the Grand Line. If you're a fan of One Piece, you'll understand that. If not, please watch the show. It is a fantastic story arc that just goes from beginning to end. Very fun and just amazing comic, cartoon, illustration, anime, everything. So, like I said, several weeks ago, I was doing that. So, over the weeks, I pulled up references of the Going Merry, Thousand Sunny, the label itself, and Luffy. And I started sketching and drawing until I get comfortable with what I want. Well, this past Monday, after a very rough week, all the birthdays for my children, working, Monday's my day off, I sat down on that day and I started working on it. I had a rough sketch of the composition of what I wanted. And so I just grabbed, in my Clip Studio Paint, I just grabbed my drawing tools, pastels, colored pencils, brushes, and I just started working on the background. The background came in, and once I had the background and I saw what it looked like, I fell in love with it, and I just kept going. And it all just kind of came in piece by piece. I did the Thousand Sunny, looked wonderful. I did the Going Merry, it was beautiful. Put it over on the other side. Had a rough layout of Luffy, as you see. Started coloring him in. And from the label, it has this kind of a cubism feel to it. Illustration. And I just wanted to play on that. And so I just kept going until I was satisfied. And it's one of my favorite pieces now. My favorite One Piece. Haha. And I hope you like it too. And if you do like it, it is available on my Redbubble account. WildWayne71 at redbubble.com. I have t-shirts, posters, stickers. Feel free to grab something. I would enjoy it. You would be helping out a struggling artist trying to make his way in the world today. And I would love it if you love this piece. It's one of my favorites, like I said. So that's the story of how this piece came about. Short, simple, and to the point. Hope you enjoyed it, and by all means, have a wonderful, safe 4th of July. And thanks for tuning in to the Wild Wayne Show. I'm Wild Wayne. Thanks for watching.